You guys want to watch this Kichipa-Gief matches? All Might is a tight-ass character.
But it's time for us to cheer for our boy, the only American.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that duty fighter talk. I don't hear that anymore. Like the fact that Street Fighter is duty fighter because everybody plays it for the money. Like, yeah, this is our duty. We gotta play it. Oh shit. By the way, guys, I'll tell you right now, the one thing that I wish more than anything on the planet is that I wish I was allowed to stream myself watching My Hero. I would just do match analysis all day. The main character of the show, Midoriya, is literally doing match analysis. I was like, this fool's doing what I'm doing. He's got like his notebook. He's taking all these notes. He's like, all right, so this player likes to favor this. He leads with this. He likes to do that. I was like, he's doing match analysis. I was like, this character is tight as fuck. My Hero is tight as fuck. Yeah, Deku is doing match analysis the whole time. I was like, this character is sick. And then when I saw the commentary duo, Present Mike and Eraserhead Aizama is so sick because it's actually Steve and I. Because Present Mike is like, yo, this is the tightest match we've ever seen. It's gonna be so good. Oh my god. And then he was like, what happened right there? And then Eraserhead was like, well, what happened is he used this move to do this to get that. And then he was like, wow, interesting. And then he just starts yelling, and I was like, yo, this is actually so tight. I didn't realize that Present Mike and Eraserhead is actually Steve and I. Oh my god. It's so sick. Anyway.
So this is probably the player we know least about.
I think there's a difference not between Japanese Giefs and American Giefs. I just think there's a difference within every Gief. Gief is a very feel-based character, so the way everybody plays him is very different. What a backdash. Man, Tatarian. So, if you guys don't know why that happened, what happens here is Chris meets with jab, and I think Kichipa probably expected him to throw bait, right, by walking backwards. So Chris backdashes to beat this. This is an attempt to beat a throw bait, I believe. Better than Itabashi? I don't know. I think Itabashi is better, but maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, actually pointing out the strats is definitely what I like to do. Uh-oh. Reset? That was a good choice. I like the V reversal from Tatarian. I think Kichipa is really good. I don't think he's better than Itabashi. Yeah, he lives and dies by the reads, though, you know? That's how Itabashi is. Also, Kichipa is sort of like that, too. He's a very read-based Gief player. Like, it's sort of how he plays, right? Like, that's the style that he goes to. People probably say it because the result most recently is good. He had one good result here. The thing is, people talk about how good Kichipa did here, right? They're like, yeah, Kichipa is so sick. Look at how good he did at this tournament, right? We would like to see him travel. He got 193rd place at EVO. And Itabashi Zangief made top 8 at EVO. Right? For reference. And he has more CPT points. Kichipa had a really good weekend. But clearly there is a weakness in his game to lose to Warhawk and Mario at EVO. And get 193rd place. Instead of making top 8 like Itabashi did in EVO, which is a more stacked tournament, right? Just for reference. So he's clearly a strong character, strong player, but you know, yeah, there's more to it than that. You got to look at the results all time. It probably was his first event. Your commentary has spoiled me. You know, there is something to be said about just sitting back and enjoying the commentary. Sometimes it's fun to listen to commentary that's just hype. This commentary here at Japan Cup I thought was a lot of fun to listen to because it's legit just like hype. There's some lore from Majin Obama, and then there's memes. Like that's what this commentary was, right? Hype, lore, and memes. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to always be like, yeah, this is super technical this and super technical that. I thought this commentary was fun to listen to. I think the 3-man is a bit cluttered at times since, you know, it's 3-man. It's hard not to be. Spooky is a great commentator. He has probably the best commentary flowchart of all time. He has the best commentary flowchart of all time. It's like he's Stevie Wonder on the mic. Like, he just, like, flows in and out of everything. Like, it just sounds so good, right? He has super good play-by-play. Like, his play-by-play is just crazy. He has good knowledge. Like, it's... I don't know how he does it. And he does it for every game. Spooky is so good. He just like watches a match and it's like, it's so good. I don't know how he does it. He's like, he just watches the match and he's like, Chris Tatarian trying to find the poke. There's the V trigger, gets the this. He's looking for that. Nice anti-air, boom this, and it's just like it flows so well. You know what I mean? It flows like crazy. I don't know how he does it. You know what I mean? It has like that real. Wow, he got really lucky there. It has that real chill kind of like flowy vibe that I think is important in commentary. I just listen to it all day. Clean flow, for sure. He knows how to do it.
Wrestling school is the t-shirt on Kichipa-mu, and of course rocking the threads from the Momochoko school of Shinobi.
You know why Spooky fell asleep on commentary? Because until very recently, streaming is like a one-man job. Like it's just Spooky it was like by himself. He had to find commentators, like check the bracket, put the matches up, like run everything. Like he was just working so hard, you know. Now they have teams to do this stuff, so it's not as bad. Tatarian was really doing well here. He was scrambling pretty good against Kichipa. He was playing great in this tournament, I think. Tatarian was looking good. He was gonna take that throw, huh? That's twice this round that target combo whiffed. I thought that was an interesting point that Obama brought up. That when after playing Tatarian, somebody, I remember who it was, he said who it was, described his style as the dirty American style. Dirty American. It's very. They just described it as very different than Japanese style. I thought that was really interesting because stylistic differences can be a big detriment to you as a player. You know what I mean? It's just very different. Yeah, dirty American style. But I see Nemo over there waking up with critical art. Yeah, Obama, I think, always brings up good points or history that I find fascinating. Sometimes it is in the middle of the match, but I think that it's okay to me to bring up interesting things like that. You know, I think it's always. I think that we can get play-by-play or analysis from a lot of people. There's different people that can fulfill those roles, but lore and storytelling are a little different. That's one thing I've been working on lately is storytelling. Yeah, Obama knows the lore. He's read the old scrolls. That was too late. If he had hit an air button, I think that might have worked. But I feel like that was pretty late, right? By the time Tatsu came out, yeah, if he had hit an air button, it might have worked. He knows the lore. He has read all the old scrolls that have the ancient arts. Yeah, in this scenario, you're stuck. One more for stun. Yeah, he walked back. That was a good SPD. He walked back to put himself in far range. Kind of make Tatarian scared. Yeah, he's like the Grand Maester, right? He's like the Grand Maester. He's read all the scrolls. He knows all the lore. He's been to Old Town, exactly. Is there a commentary union? No. There's Smash people try to start one, but I'm not a big fan of the idea. Commentary union is beneficial to commentators in some ways and not others, you know? We already all talk to each other about events and rates and stuff like that anyway, so it's not like we need, that was an interesting idea. We don't really need it since we're pretty open to each other and we talk about stuff. At some tournaments, like, yeah, I want to hire you for a shiny nickel, and then they offer somebody else fucking $3,000. Like, it'll give them $35 million. I'm like, oh. Maybe I shouldn't take this nickel. You know, that's how it works. Oh, that was good. That was good lariat. Yeah, this you're stuck, right? What do you do? Like, what do you do here? You're so scared of everything. This knee baits out Tatarian into the crouching medium kick super. Yeah, he thought it was going to be a whiff punish. You know what I mean? That's just, we talk to each other about it. Yeah, I think a commentators union can, I think generally it would benefit commentators who get less work. Since if you normalize hiring and rates, then like commentators who do less work that are in the union will get hired anyway. Wasn't it just a rumor? I don't know. I thought it was real. Was it not real? Maybe it's not real. Who knows? Please go back to that chair. What chair? Oh, is it when he tries to rip this chair apart? What happened here? I didn't see what it was. Doesn't he like not like the headrest or something? Oh, it's further than that? Where is it? It's like right after the match. Let me check.
This is
honestly.
probably the round. This is the strongest mode, the Psycho Modo.
Think about the exposure.
Got made it out. Got made it
Throw it
out.
away.
Let me see it.
A little too predictable.
He's fighting the backrest here. He doesn't like it. He can't get rid of it. He tries to rip it off. He realizes he's trying to break tournament property, and then he sits back. You know why that's happening, right? Let me just point you guys out to a very obvious reason. You see that name on the chair? It's not a name that I trust. The only name in chairs that I trust is Vertigear. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying. He's trying to rip it off. He's like, who the fuck is ripping that bad boy off? Like, get this shit off your foot. And then he realized, like, oh shit, it's not mine. I probably shouldn't break it. That's probably not a good idea. So then he didn't do it. And then, yeah. You know, I don't own a Vertigear chair, right? You know what's funny to me is like, I don't actually own it. It's just a normal chair. It's like an office chair I bought at like Staples for like $100. It's just a normal chair. I gain nothing from doing that. It's just funny to do.
And it's hurting his lower lumbar.
Definitely. Oh,
Dang, that Chun-Li face emote. I don't know. The CPT sponsors this year don't have Vertigear as a sponsor. I don't know whose choice that was, Vertigear or CPTs or whatever. Somebody asked me a question. How will a startup TO get a big name commentator? Reach out. The way to do it is to reach out to a commentator and ask them, right? If a commentator wants to hire, if somebody wants to hire like me or Steve for an event, they just email us or whatever and just say, hey, I'm interested in having you for this event. And then we talk about rates and times and figure out if we can do it or not.
He played well. Actually, a couple scrambles.
You know?
Actually,
that's how it works.
He made the right play. Just cut, Kichipa-mu got a little bit
Vertigear
lucky.
chairs are generally pretty
Keep doing what he's
expensive.
doing. Keep doing what he's doing.
Like the one that I want is the mesh chair, and that's like $500 or something. But they're generally like $300 for the racing chairs, I think.
Very good button. Very hard to whip punish. Dash in again.
Jesus, I think he should cancel the uppercut to beat that, but I don't know if he was ready.
Ahead, was he?
Uh-oh.
Running back, punished.
That was a good try.
That was a smart option.
That was even better. He's able to get a side swap.
That was the big win there. Able to put him in the corner.
That's how a TO would do it. But yeah, I mean, the thing about commentary is that it's an archaic sort of, it's like a bartering system right now. It's like, you know, you gotta talk to people and figure out the right, there's not like a standardized cost for on-air talent. It's not like there's a generalized rule. Like we have our own rates that are set, but you know, it's not like it's like, yeah, every commentator gets paid X amount always.
That whole sequence.
Oh, nice backdash. So it's -2 the stand medium kick, so a lot of Ken players will block after, right, respecting the negative frames. And Gief can always mix you up here with down jab or command throw. But that was pretty sick. He doesn't get a punish, but still. It was a close match. 420 an hour, yep. No, most commentators get paid a day rate or a tournament or like a weekend rate. It's generally how it works. An hourly rate for commentary is like, yeah, it's bad. Would I commentate tournaments for free if the TLs fly you out? Probably not, unless there was if I really wanted to do the event, or there was like it was as a favor or something like that. It's not like I haven't done that before. I have definitely commentated events for free. Tons of events, in fact. Before you ever do an event and get paid, you definitely do tons of events and do it for free. I did like 2 years of commentary work for free before I ever got paid. And then, even then, the pay was very low, and it was not like a consistent thing. But yeah, most of the time, my schedule is busy enough that I need to work, that I can't really take free events because the same weekend I'll have works that are, or events offering me work. Was that an uppercut attempt? I think that was. Oh, this is so hard here as Ken in the corner. He's fishing for down strong so he can confirm in his CA, but exposure is the #1 thing. Oh my god, he headbutt the shit out of him. Exposure is definitely something that people will ask you to work for, and when you're newer, it's definitely tempting, and probably something you have to do. People will tell you, yeah, you know, I can't pay you for this event, but there'll be 5,000 people watching, so you'll have exposure. People will see you, and then they'll want to hire you. And then what happens is you work for exposure, and then the next tournament's like, hey, I saw you at that event. I can't pay you, but, you know, you were great. You should come do my tournament. And then, you know. Yeah, you buffer the CA into the headbutt. You do the headbutt at a range where it won't hit, Clean uppercut. You want to do it at a range that I won't hit unless that happens. And oh shit. One mistime meaty or one non, but he's dead. This is like over. Ah.
The double layers of Yomi, like a pound cake. He knew he was gonna run.
This whole series is so unfortunate. One EX uppercut. One EX uppercut.
This is how it starts.
He just start playing the outro music. Look at that fucking headbutt stun. He has no stun before this. I just want everybody to notice that. Look at this stun. This is right here, right? No stun because the EX uppercut takes a while to recover. It's fucking gnarly. He's dead. You know he's done that before too. That was definitely planned. What the fuck? You paid for the players to come out and they no-show? That's hella whack. I generally don't like the idea of paying players to show up, because I feel like the incentive for them should be either the prize or CPT points or whatever for their tour or just competition. I mean, if they're a big enough name, then I understand it. But yeah, the weird thing to me is that in Smash, I hear about commentators not being paid well. And then I hear about the fact that every event flies out like 10 top players. And I'm like, that seems so strange to me. Shouldn't the top players want to go to the event anyway to compete for the money? And then you pay the commentators? Or maybe I'm thinking about it backwards. I don't know. Christie has, he was on a team Denial before, which had Razer as a sponsor, I believe. So he got that fight stick when he was with them. Right? Yeah, the top players will get people to watch the event, and they will get players to want to go out, right? Who cares about Smash? It's sort of, here's the thing. For me, it matters to me because it's not that dissimilar of a position, right? The Smash community, if I think about how their commentary and their scene works, it's not that different from a grassroots FGC event, right? If I think about the structure of the tournament and how paying commentators and paying top players and all that stuff, it's not that different. What else is comparable? I can't compare it to Dota or CSGO or something else, right? The most comparable format, as a commentator, is grassroots Smash tournaments, right? So that's why I'm comparing the ideas. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying here? I can't compare it to a Dota event because Dota is not even similar. It's not an open bracket, double elimination tournament. Come on. It's not comparable. Anyway, yeah, that was definitely a kick in the dick. I'm sorry to hear about that, but it's super whack. If you pay me, I'll show up.
You know that was not the first time he's done that setup right there.
Ugh, gross. That down strong is gross. Yeah, it seems that way, Sammy.
Obviously, you're not happy with that last round, but that's
You know, you don't really value that much, and I guess the idea is to get stream viewers and then use the sell of stream viewers to get sponsors for the tournament. I'd see it. Smash doesn't get any government money like SFV government money. I've never heard it called that. That's pretty funny. Government money? Damn, we get paid by the government? That was good read.
Has to make it safe with the cancel.
Government money. That's pretty good. Guilty Gear is best on PC, I think most people agree. It's played in tournaments on PS4 because of ease.
Trying to go for the big damage.
Oh, whip punish. Oh shit, he wins in one more hit.
Let's go, Chris.
Ah. That's tough right there. You don't want to backdash always because he has jab and you can get tagged or roundhouse or something, but yeah. Yeah, developer support is an important idea. There's a tournament in Dubai that's literally flying 10 Japanese players out and asking for donations to play the TO back. Whoa. I don't know, it sounds like Smash drama that I don't know the lore on, but that's rough. I like that Chris reset positioning there instead of opting for a knockdown. His pressure isn't really working, so why not just do that, right? Oh. Oh no, this is looking rough. He's got one good guess left. Wow, he didn't even do anything. That was good fireball activate.
Ultimate wall carry.
Corner to corner, keeps the pressure going, but Kichipa-mu building up that meter.
Oh, he didn't get a confirm off that. Ah, and then that time he thought it was going to be a confirm. He could have punished better than that, actually. He could have punished with CA, but... Got him!
Oh my god, he stands up and he pops off.
He plants the American
Got him,
tree
got
into
him,
the
got him. He was
ground.
pretty happy about that one. Chris T, though, top 8 in this tournament. You got to give Chris T a lot of credit. They were talking about it on commentary. You got to give the man credit. He flew all the way to Japan to compete, and he did a good job. Top 8 at this event was very hard. I mean, there's so many good players that didn't make top 8. Gotch-kun and Daigo both got 9th, right?